Hey, so this is a response to edt1138's Top 3 Tuesday with a question from the Game Man Dan, and that question was, what are your top 3 favorite looking consoles of all time? Well, let's take a look at mine. Okay, before I get to my top 3 favorite looking consoles, there's lots of consoles I think are really great looking, but I want to give a special mention to one in particular, and that's the NEC PCFX. The reason I give this one an honorable mention is because while I do have games for it, to be honest with you, the main reason I got it is just because I like how it looks. It's just really cool. It came out in 1994 and it just looks like a little mini PC tower. Lid opens right on the top to put your CD in, and yeah, that's basically it. I just think it's really cool looking. What can I tell you? NEC PCFX, honorable mention. And now on to the real top 3.
Number 3.
So number 3 on my list is this fantastic looking console, the Atari 5200. The first thing, of course, to notice is how big it is. And the size is important. I mean, it's not all about size, but when you sit down to play something this large, you just feel like you're interacting with something that's seriously powerful. But I also like the black with this really large silver strip across the middle. It's also very sleek looking despite its size, and very minimalistic because they took the start and pause and reset buttons out to the controller, so the only button left on the console is this single power button. So it's very sleek looking, and I also like, when you look at it from the side, you can see the angle. It's just a beautiful, sleek looking angle. Atari really had many good looking computers and consoles, but the 5200 to me is just a great looking machine, and that's number 3 on my list.
Number 2.
Number 2 on my list is the Nintendo GameCube. This is my Spice Orange one. I got this one out, not because it's specifically this color I like the GameCube in any color, but I think it shows the 2 ways the Nintendo GameCube styling works, because on one hand you get these happy colors, you get a handle, it's looks like a toy and it's fun looking, but at the same time it's cube shape. I mean, cubes are just kind of colder looking than, say, something that's all curvy and everything, so it's works as both a fun toy, but as something more mysterious, something more cryptic. I don't want to get too deep into this because I sound ridiculous, but I just really like that the GameCube is fun, and also kind of just sleek and cool looking, no matter the color. So that's number 2, the Nintendo GameCube.
Number 1.
And this is my number 1 favorite looking console of all time, the Sega Dreamcast. I think Game Man Dan had this number 2 on his list, and I have to say I agree with everything he said, so I'm just going to reiterate it. For me, the Dreamcast works on 2 levels, kind of like the GameCube does, in that it's small and friendly looking, but at the same time it's really aggressive looking, because as Game Man Dan pointed out, it's got these great sports car curves here. The power light is a triangle, but it's also the tip of a large triangle that cuts across the lid and the whole top of the console. So you've got these multiple shapes working on the circle with a triangle cutting across it. It just looks like it's got a ton of potential energy waiting to burst out of it. It's just a fantastic looking console, and I love everything about it. Games too. So yeah, the Dreamcast, I think, is my number 1 favorite looking console of all time. Hey.